Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the quantum confined Stark effect in both a theoretical and experimental way. These are the content of my topic. The quantum confined Stark effect describes the response of a quantum confined system to external electric field. So here we are going to apply the external electric field to the quantum confined system, and then we are going to observe the response of a system that is called quantum confined Stark effect. எக்ஸ்டர்னல் எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டை குவாண்டம் கன்ஃபைன்டு சிஸ்டமில் நம்ம அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது அந்த சிஸ்டம் அதுக்கு என்ன ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்ணுது அப்படிங்கிறத படிக்கிறது தான் இந்த குவாண்டம் கன்ஃபைன்டு ஸ்டார்க் எஃபெக்ட். You know about the Stark effect. In atomic physics, the Stark effect means shifting the spectral lines of atom due to the applied external electric field. Now the same thing here. Instead of atomic spectral lines, we are going to take quantum confined system. Then apply external electric field. The response of quantum confined system to an external electric field is known as quantum confined Stark effect. The response will be either linear or quadratic. This make it a type of electro-optic effect. Basically, the quantum confined Stark effect is defined as the shift of the quantum confined energy level in a quantum well due to the application of electric field. So this is the basic definition of quantum confined Stark effect. So here we are going to take one quantum system and then we are going to apply the external electric field to the quantum system. After that, we are going to observe the response of a system in theory as well as in experimental way. First, let us discuss about the theory of quantum confined Stark effect. If we apply an electric field to a quantum confined semiconductor system along the z direction, there will be a change in potential energy of the electron. The change of potential energy of the electron is denoted as del E and it is given by minus Pz and Ez. Here Pz is the Z component of electron dipole and Ez is the applied electric field in the Z direction. Here the subscript Z represent the applied field in the Z direction. The electron is negatively charged and so we can write Pz equal to minus Ez, the magnitude of charge, and it is multiplied by position, where E is the modulus of the electron's charge and Z is the position along the Z direction. Substitute this Pz into this equation. So we can write del E equal to Ez. So minus and minus get cancelled. So we can write like this. So from this we can say there is a change in potential energy because of the applied electric field. This is the theory of quantum confined Stark effect. To understand the quantum confined Stark effect, we are going to consider one semiconductor, that is gallium arsenide. Instead of arsenide, you can take two more materials, namely aluminium and gallium, with a ratio of 30% and 70%. This system has quantum well of thickness 10 nanometer. Now we are going to apply external electric field to this system and then we are going to observe the graphs or drawn between both without electric field and after electric field. Here we have two picture. Figure A shows the without electric field and figure B shows the with field. Here we can give field in the range of 10 power 7 volts per meter. Graphs are drawn between position and energy. We can measure position in nanometer and energy in milli electron volt. In figure A we can see the conduction band and valence band. And also you can see the wave functions of electrons and holes. This is valence band and this is conduction band and this is a wave function for electrons and this is wave function for holes. And also you can see here it is marked HH1 and here it is marked E1. HH1 means heavy hole 1 and E1 means electrons 1. Now you should know about HH1 and E1. You know the band structure of semiconductor. This is the band structure, but this band is not the reality. It will be like this. In valence band, we have multiple bands that is named as heavy holes, light holes and split off bands. Heavy holes and light holes are holes, but they have different mass. Because of the effective mass, they named as heavy hole and light hole. Light holes have effective mass less than the heavy holes effective mass. Come back to the figure A. Here HH1 represent the high effective mass hole and E1 is electron. High holes mean it has high effective mass. Now we look at the figure A. Without electric field we are seeing the conduction and valence band. In addition to, we can see the wave functions of electrons and holes We can see HH1 and E1, that means heavy hole 1 and electron 1. And then we can see the wave function. It is approximately 1455 milli electron volt, and the band gap energy it is approximately 1462 milli electron volt. So in this system, we are going to apply the external electric field of the order of 10 power 7 volt per meter. The response of the applied system is shown in figure B. Here you can see what you are observing. Can you find any similarities or difference between these graphs such as A and B? Now you can compare figure A and figure B. What you are seeing, first the conduction and valence band is shifted linearly. Next we look at the wave function of electrons and holes. It is moving away in the opposite direction. So here this is the wave function of electron and this is the wave function of holes. You can observe here it is moved in opposite direction. The next observation in band gap. We can compare the band gap value of figure A and B. In figure B, we can say after the applied field, the band gap value decreased. We can say this as a redshift. In general, the energy value decreased means we can say redshift, and the energy value increased means we can say blue shift. So in this system, the energy value decreased, so we can call it as redshift occur in the system. In addition to, we can observe the energy difference. The energy value at a zero field 1462 milli electron volt, and after the field 1438 milli electron volt, the energy decreases from zero field to applied field. So already we know that decrease in energy leads to redshift to the transition energy. So from this redshift you can say the Stark effect causes the energy difference, or we can say due to the Stark effect the redshift occurs in the system. The next observation in the electron state, the shift of the electrons create the positive dipole which has the magnitude it is proportional to the applied field. The next observation, at a zero field the wave function are symmetric at the center of the well, but after the field it breaks the symmetry and shifts the electrons and holes in the opposite sides of the well. Next observation on electron hole overlap. The electron hole overlap at a zero field nearly perfect, but after the field the overlap reduces to 0.38 and here also 0.38. These are all the observations from the theoretical part. I will repeat it once again. The first main observation நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட்லேயே பார்த்தோம், இதோட ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் இந்த சிஸ்டமோட ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் லீனியராக இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தோம். அதே மாதிரி லீனியராக இருக்கு. செகண்ட் நம்ம என்ன அப்சர்வேஷன் இதில் பண்ணியிருக்கோம்னா பேண்ட் கேப் எனர்ஜி டிக்ரீஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. இது ஸோ இந்த பேண்ட் கேப் எனர்ஜி டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுறத நம்ம ரெட் ஷிஃப்ட்னு சொல்லுவோம். அது மட்டும் இல்லை எனர்ஜி வேல்யூவும் டிக்ரீஸ் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ அடுத்து வேலன்ஸ் பேண்டையும் கண்டக்ஷன் பேண்டையும் பார்த்தோம்னா அது எல்லாமே ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன்ல ஷிஃப்ட் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த அப்சர்வேஷனை தான் தியரிட்டிக்கல் பார்ட்ல அப்சர்வ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. From this theory part, we observed the system response is linear. The band gap energy decreased because of applied field, that is called a redshift. The energy value decreased due to applied field. The shift of electrons creates positive dipole. The valence and conduction bands shifted after the applied field. The electron hole overlap was not perfect after the external field. These are the observations which we analyze both the image, that is with or without electric field. We have not calculated anything, but we observed something. Now let us see the experimental evidence of quantum confined Stark effect. The quantum confined Stark effect can be observed by growing the quantum well in the I region of a PIN diode, that is PIN diode. Figure shows the PIN diode, that is PIN diode. Here I is the intrinsic region. It is between P and N region. In this intrinsic region, we are constructing quantum wells and applying reverse bias. Strong DC electric fields can be applied in the growth direction. The magnitude of the field is given by this equation. Ez equal to VBI minus V naught divided by Li. Here VBI is the built-in voltage and V naught is the applied bias and Li is the I region thickness. Now we are going to draw graph between energy and photocurrent, both without applying electric field and after applying electric field. This is the figure for output absorption spectrum. You can see two graphs. Graph A is belong to 0 volt and graph B is belongs to minus 10 volt. If we observe graph A, we see three transition, that is between heavy hole 1 to electron 1, then light hole 1 to electron 1, and then heavy hole 2 to electron 2. Now come to graph B, we can see the same transition is also observed in graph B. If we compare the peak strength for these three transitions in both A and B graph clearly showing the lower value of energy when compared to A graph, which means redshift. And this redshift gives a very clear evidence for quantum confinement effect. Now if we observe graph B deeply, we can see two more transitions, that is between heavy hole 1 to electron 2 and heavy hole 2 to electron 1. These two lines are called parity forbidden transition. This parity forbidden transition comes under selection rule. In atomic spectrums, we have selection rule. Same thing in quantum mechanics also. The selection rule in quantum is that during an electron transition, the parity should be inverted. So we have observed two parity forbidden transition in graph B. This redshift and two parity forbidden transition are clearly gives the experimental evidence of quantum confined Stark effect. I will repeat it once again. நம்ம எந்த ஒரு ஃபீல்டுமே அப்ளை பண்ணாம எடுத்த இமேஜ் தான் ஃபிகர் ஏ. நம்ம அப்ளைட் எக்ஸ்டர்னலா அப்ளை பண்ண ஃபீல்டு இருக்கிறது ஃபிகர் பி. கம்பேர் பண்ணணும், இந்த ரெண்டு கிராஃபையும் நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணோம்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 0 வோல்ட்ல நமக்கு 3 டிரான்சிஷன் இருக்கு, -10 வோல்ட்ல 5 டிரான்சிஷன் இருக்கு. ஸோ இங்க இருக்கிற டிரான்சிஷன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 3யும் இங்க அப்ளை ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ அதோட பீக்கை நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணோம்னா ஃபிகர் ஏயை விட ஃபிகர் பியில் பீக்கோட ஸ்ட்ரென்த்து கம்மியாயிருக்கு. ஸோ இதுல இருந்து என்ன தெரியுதுன்னா எனர்ஜி வேல்யூ டிக்ரீஸ் ஆயிருக்குதுன்னு தெரியுது. எனர்ஜி வேல்யூ டிக்ரீசஸ்னா என்ன மீனிங்னா ரெட் ஷிஃப்ட் அக்கர்ஸ் ஆயிருக்கு அப்படிங்கிறது மீனிங். தியரி பார்ட்டிலையும் அதே மாதிரி ரெட் ஷிஃப்ட் இருந்துச்சு. ஃபிகர் பியை நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணோம்னா அடிஷ்னலா 2 ஃபர்பிடன் பேண்டு கிரியேட் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ எலக்ட்ரான் டிரான்சிஷன் நடக்கு அப்படிங்கிறத எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்பாங்கன்னா, அந்த பேரிட்டி டபுள் ஆகி இருந்துச்சுன்னா அந்த சிஸ்டம்ல எலக்ட்ரான் டிரான்சிஷன் நடந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இந்த 2 ஃபர்பிடன் டிரான்சிஷன் பீக் இருக்கிறதுனால இந்த சிஸ்டம்ல எலக்ட்ரானிக் டிரான்சிஷன் நடந்திருக்கு அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இதுல இருந்து தியரி பார்ட் ரெஃபர் பண்ணதும் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்டல் பார்ட்ல ரெஃபர் பண்ணதும் ரெண்டும் சேமா இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. ஸோ திஸ் experimental observation is well coincide with the theoretical observation. So experimentally quantum confinement Stark effect proved. Now let us see the application of quantum confined Stark effect. So quantum confined Stark effect, it is used to control the shape of the absorption spectrum of applying voltage, and it is used for making different types of electro-optic devices, and it can use to switch on or off the optical devices by applying the bias. And it is used to make a voltage tunable photodetector, and it also used as a phase modulator device. I summarize the topic. In this class we studied about quantum confined Stark effect. Here we applied the electric field to the quantum confined system and we observed the response. The response is linear. The theoretical and the practical observation we made. The theoretical approach well coincide with the experimental approach. I hope you understand the class. We will see in the next class. Thank you.